Monday. Monday. Okay, so, anyways, just wanted to talk about something that I've understood. Most of us have had a childhood with, parents who are working hard to keep a roof over our heads, keep food on the table, and whatnot. As kids, I definitely didn't appreciate it as much as I do now. And to think back of, parents weren't there all the time. And to understand when you get older, like, sacrifices you make. So I'm thankful, thank you to my parents. But I also think of, is that what Levy's going to understand when he gets older if I'm not around as much. Whatever time I can spend, if I have things I have to do, knowing like sacrifice, and he'll understand one day. It means more to me now. So I try to give him my very best. Not spoil him or anything, but knowing my issues or problems I had stemming from just not knowing how to process or knowing how to communicate with people who can help me. I've learned that you can't have the tools to process your negative emotions when you don't ask or don't talk about it. You're never going to be given the tools if they don't know there's a problem there. And for me, I'm starting to understand that it took a while for it to become a problem. I would act out, temper issues, I'd get in trouble at school. I know now is that when I would get angry and I would like blow a fuse and just go off, I was never really that upset about what just happened. It's accumulation of everything stored and just I've had it. It's enough, and just flash. And I expect people to know like I'm a short fuse, but no one knows your pain. I don't even think I gave that to God. I carried it on my own, but I've realized that God's always been there for me. All of the self-loathe and all of the anger and frustration, I got to a point where I knew I couldn't just stay like this anymore. So I had to do a lot of soul searching, a lot of digging, especially after having a child. I knew that I didn't want to just pass on the frustration that I was still trying to deal with. So now I know that I grew up super sensitive, empath, capable of not only absorbing people's feelings but also reflecting the feelings. Vice versa, I am essentially a mirror, and it goes both ways. So I always try to give the best I can, try to stay thinking out of fear and negativity for myself and for others, because I've seen what it does. I've seen what it does to people around me. I've seen what it does to my family. And thankfully my family always just stuck by my side. People would say that they should. Sure. But that's also a choice. So I'm making the choice to make sure that my son gets further, faster, through it with us right away. Me and my wife talk a lot. And when I see mannerisms or things, she's a very logical person. I'm very spiritual, emotional, and always trying to read. I've learned that when you can't communicate with people and you choose not to, you learn to read between the lines. You learn how to read facial expressions, mannerisms. It takes me a while to break down what people say. Like I will figure out how persons the context of people, how they say things, and I might not pick up on it right away because it's just usually when it comes to trust, I give people the benefit of the doubt. I believe that everyone has real good intentions inside of them, and I don't really see that. I get blindsided by that. So you learn. It's a lesson. But yeah, I knew that how I felt, how I would feel at times would be really much for me. I get depressed or isolating a lot, and when I isolate, it gets worse because I am not a huge fan of myself, but I know that. So when I do spend time alone reflecting, I am practicing a habit to change a habit that I've built over a long time. In this current state of my life, the frustration of misalignment I see comes with knowing that the time I'm spending may not exactly be the time where I want to put it, but I mean, who does want to do what they do every day? Sometimes you just want more time with your family and to work on your mental health. And I'll just say, express it. Everyone's struggling. Everyone's has their pains. And home with my family here it's my peace. And I've really had to feel like I've turned away from everything to turn back to everything. Learn that everything that I chased, if it wasn't for the betterment of my soul or getting closer to God, being a better person, has never led me to a road where I felt fulfilled. Always felt empty. And I implore you, if you have the capability to do so, you try to do so too. You can't take anything with you. But I believe you take the lessons you learn, the pain you've given, the pain you've healed. I feel like you will all go through that once again, and it'll be decided. Did your heart outweigh your senses? Because your senses will always, your senses tell you how things feel, smell, they look, and those things could always lead you to things that you might be doing too much of or not giving enough attention to because of. I'll leave you with this. I heard one thing today was really good. Who do you bow to, right? Thou shalt not have any other gods before me. Who do you bow to? Is it weed? You're rolling blood? You're bowing. Drugs? You're bowing. Your phone? You're bowing. Your food? You're bowing. Your worship should solely focus on what makes you better as a person, and it's not food, it's not social media, it's not drugs, drinking. It's funny how all those things you do, you have to bow before it. And honestly, I think that's on purpose. Satan is a great deceiver. What's the best deception than making everyone think that there isn't a God? And that nothing matters. I know that everything matters. A smile matters. A hello matters. Taking empathy on someone. Telling them that, you know, someone fails, pick them up. What do you need when you're at the bottom? Who would you wish for to help you if they had a chance? If someone came across you at your lowest moment and had something they can help you with as a human being, would you want them to help you? And if not, that's your own journey. But if you want that person to help you, you gotta think that you can be that for someone else. Why are you so special? We should all love each other. One person at a time. If you made it all through this, congrats. I speak a lot. I get on conversations for a long, long time. So 11 minutes isn't that bad. Could be on it for hours if you like. Anyways, God bless. Don't forget to give thanks. And if you're in need, just pray for some help, some strength, some guidance. What does it hurt? God bless.